Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're looking at the new NIO ES6 SUV. This is the newly revealed SUV by NIO, a high-tech marvel on wheels. So let's check it out. Let's find out some more information about this vehicle, and we'll look at the NIO share price as well, and why the media are suddenly slightly turned against the NIO shares. This is a mystery to me. It's honestly a mystery. But I want to take a closer look and understand and explain something that we perhaps didn't know previously. Because there's this criticism that NIO should just focus on building NIO vehicles instead of focusing on building other brands or other vehicles such as Firefly. That was one of their rumor brands. I actually spoke about it. And remember, they're taking a different approach to EV charging. They're doing EV swapping your batteries. So it's very innovative and it's very different. And bringing that to the European market could be a huge benefit for NIO. Something that sets them apart from literally anyone else in the entire world. Now, EV manufacturer NIO rolled out their new ES6 electric SUV on Wednesday. This second generation model, although compact in size, is set to deliver impressive results. NIO's first introduced the ES6 in 2018 as an economical option compared to the ES8. Distribution started in late 2019. Since its launch, the ES6 has been a strong seller for NIO as their most budget-friendly SUV. Now, figures show it accounted for almost 64% of their sale in 2020, 45% in 2021, and 46% so far this year. NIO has shifted its attention to its new second generation model, which will be based on the Atom supercomputer and equipped with 4 NVIDIA Drive Orin SoCs. I have no idea what that is, but I'm guessing it's some sort of chip that has been developed by NVIDIA. The company's NT 2.0 EV platform will enable these vehicles to reach higher levels of performance. Powered by NVIDIA's impressive technology, the NIO Atom supercomputer offers a groundbreaking 1,000 trillion operations per second for running applications and networks needed to power autonomous vehicles. This is astonishing. NIO is making movements, and they're not holding back. And that is good to see, because this is what we've been waiting for from EV manufacturers, is to innovate and not to be afraid. Now, the ES7 was the first of the NIO models to introduce a new tech, with the ET5, ES7, and EC7 as its successor. The ES8 following soon after. Now the EV maker has released their most crucial vehicle yet, the second generation ES6. This is a second generation vehicle, which means that it's been improved, it's been redeveloped, architecture's been improved. The chassis has been improved. Interior, exterior has been improved. And that's what NIO is looking to do continually. And that is quite incredible. NIO unveiled the ES6 on Wednesday across multiple media platforms. This new model boasts an updated exterior with advanced multi-beam headlights, aluminum-blade tail lights, and low wind resistance, symbolizing its evolution in design. The ES6 is an impressive size, stretching to 4,854 millimeters in length, 1,995 millimeters across, and 1,703 millimeters high. It's bigger than the model it replaced, and it delivers hefty performance too. It's bigger than the last version of the same vehicle, the ES6. They've improved it in size as well. And the last time I checked, that's exactly what customers want. More performance, bigger vehicle, but roughly the same price, but not too big at the same time. Because NIO offers multiple different SUVs from small to big, so that's key. Now, in terms of this performance that it delivers, it's up to 150 kilowatts up front and 210 kilowatts in the rear motor that can reach 0 to 62 miles an hour in mere 4.5 seconds with 482 brake horsepower. Whew. This is an SUV, by the way. It's an SUV. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, Tesla vehicles can go a lot faster. It's not about Tesla. It's not all about Tesla. It's about the everyday automobile vehicle that would never dream to accomplish 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds because they use an internal combustion engine that is slow, it's old-fashioned, It's old technology and it's been replaced with more efficient technology, more minimal technology, more cost-effective technology. So the second generation NIO ES6 has two versions. The 75 kilowatt battery, starting price around $52,000, and the 100 kilowatts per hour battery, starting around $60,000. This version of the car is also known as the EL6 in Europe due to the trademark conflict between Audi's gas-powered S6 model. Honestly, Audi should just drop the case because it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, this is what the interior of this vehicle looks like. Absolutely stunning. Comes in a few different colors, from a light kind of beige, I think that is, to a light kind of brown caramelish kind of color, and a light kind of silverish pastel green kind of color. I don't know what you've called that. Well, actually, they're saying it is gray, but it looks a bit green to me. Anyway, and of course you got darker gray, which is basically black, which looks stunning. So, wow. Me personally, I'll probably go with the black or possibly with the brown. I don't know. I'd have to see the brown in person because it looks good there, but in person it could look a little bit different. Interior does look nice, but NIO's working with that portrait display as well. It's not a full portrait, it's like half portrait, but it's certainly not a landscape, and I don't think these are rotating display. The problem is, modern day people, they want their vehicles to have this cinema kind of mode, and I'm so glad that Polestar is starting to switch over to a landscape display, starting with the Polestar 4. You can clearly see that's the direction that Tesla's taken, and I think it's the right direction. I keep complaining about this in EV vehicles, but the manufacturers should be considering this long term. But if NIO can accomplish what they've already accomplished, changing this car in so many different ways, I'm sure they can change the infotainment system to a landscape if it's what customers want. Remember now, customers usually get exactly what they want, because at the end of the day, these businesses, they rely on customers. So if the customers isn't getting what they want, then the business is practically useless. But that's not NIO. I have a feeling that NIO is willing to adapt, willing to learn, willing to make mistakes, despite the criticisms. So if we take a look at the share price, this is where it gets remarkably interesting. Because recently the share price was actually looking like it started to recover quite lovely to around $8.81. I was like, wait a minute, what's going on here? So all of a sudden, the share price started falling again to $7.54. And that's similar to where it was at the start of May. So it's fair to say that they haven't really lost much compared to where they were at the start of May. However, if you look at NIO over the last 6 months, you start realizing that they have indeed lost a lot in terms of share price and valuation, of course. In fact, I believe in the last 6 months, in valuation and market cap, they've lost almost half their market cap. That's remarkable to say the least. The price used to be just around, I believe it was around $13, $13.20, $13.30. Yeah, that's remarkable. So that's almost half its market cap compared to now. Last year in June, so similar time to where we are right now, the share price was around $24. Looking at NIO across a 5 years period of time, you can clearly see back in 2020, when the market was doing terribly, the share price for NIO was just around $1 sometimes $3, sometimes $4, sometimes $2.70. And you can clearly see it went up to $57 on its own merit. However, everyone was going crazy in the market at this point, but it's not like it was an IPO. That was still on their own merit. Yes, it was based on a bubble, but bubbles do pop and bubbles can be remade. Just letting you know. So it's interesting to see the progression of NIO, but I'm not bearish. I'm still bullish. I'm still bullish on NIO, of course, 100%. So investors' places are saying steer clear of NIO's stock as it veers off course with new venture. NIO is reportedly investing in nuclear fusion startup businesses. This could prove to be another distribution from NIO core business of manufacturing electric vehicles. Investors should be extremely cautious with NIO stock now. Interesting. I'm not cautious at all. I'm not. I am not. I love innovation. I love disrupting the business market and seeing what happens. And the thing about being disruptive in business is that you can't stop it. It's like a storm that's going to happen and you cannot stop it. You can just prepare for it and you can find ways to leverage. You can find ways to benefit. but there's no point trying to hold back the inevitable, if you understand what I'm saying. NIO is inevitable. Their technology, the way they manufacture vehicle, it is inevitable. So I see more positive things to come. So loyal investors of Chinese-based electric vehicle company NIO has suffered staggering loss since early 2021. Could NIO's latest foray into another business venture could it put it in the fast lane? So now the statement is switched. The questionnaire is different from the title. So interesting. Don't get your hopes up, as NIO really needs to focus on its electric vehicles, which aren't as robust as some investors might have expected. The article goes on to say, I've already discussed how NIO CEO William Li is stubbornly focusing on slashing its EV prices to compete with Tesla. This could turn out to be a grave error for NIO during a time when many shoppers can't afford high-priced vehicles. Here's what I'm concerned with. Can NIO afford to slash prices? If they can, let them do whatever they want to do. If this drives demand, if this gets them more public awareness, this is good long-term. Because let's not forget, NIO is not here to make vehicles like Audi, Polestar, Volvo. No. NIO is here to compete with Tesla. Let's not forget that. There was a time when Tesla wasn't doing so well either. There was a time when Tesla was selling less vehicles than NIO is right now. And people used to doubt Tesla as well. People used to doubt Tesla every day. Every day there was constant news reports of Tesla going bankrupt. Tesla will never make it. Tesla will fail. Look at what's happened. Look at what's happened with the right leadership and the right investment. I want NIO to do the same. And they're here to do the same, to deliver 50 million vehicles a year just like Tesla. So I'm still bullish. So that's it for this video. I'm still confident in NIO. I'm still looking forward to everything that they do. Thank you for watching, subscribe, and of course I'll see you in the next video.